Alors, j'ai entendu que pour avoir du goût en récitant, il faut demander à son maître. Et sur quels critères il nous donnerait du goût, sur quels critères il nous donnerait du goût ou pas, il refuserait par exemple. Et si on demande à son maître pour avoir du goût, est-ce que c'est pas toujours de l'ego? On demande pour soi, d'avoir un plaisir pour soi.
Donc du coup, la question c'est, tu as entendu que pour développer du goût pour le Saint-Nom, il faut qu'on le demande à notre maître spirituel. Donc déjà, pourquoi il refuserait? Et ou alors est-ce qu'il pourrait refuser? Et est-ce que c'est pas une sorte d'ego, comme un plaisir un peu égoïste de vouloir avoir du goût pour le Saint-Nom? Okay. So I heard that to develop some taste for the holy name, for singing the glories of Krishna, of the divine couple, then we should ask our Gurudev to give us the taste. So my first question is, would our Gurudev refuse to give us some taste? He would say, no, I will not give you the taste. And my second question is it not that some kind of egoistic thing that that I have some taste for the holy name? Is it not some kind of egoistic I don't know, kind
mentality.
Comment tu dis?
Mentality.
Yeah, egoistic mentality to want to have taste for the holy name.
So relating to the first phase, first level of his query, is to see Gurudev can give taste, Gurudev gives taste. In a specific, in a very specific level, specific situation, it could happen. Not that Sri Gurudev refuses to give taste of the holy name, but the way it works on this mundane plane, you see, Gurudev actually encourages, inspires the disciple to be engaged in sadhana, and in that way he lets him to receive some taste, inspires him or her to receive some taste through sadhana, nama bhajan, okay, with right attitude and devotional temperament. It doesn't happen like that Sri Gurudev often directly giving the taste to the disciple, a taste of the holy names of Krishna to the disciples, because the disciple himself needs to find that taste, develop that taste on his own, individual, because devotional life also characterized by individual endeavor, individual devotion, individual devotional activity. It's not always given. It's not generally given. Okay, if everything is given, then what the devotee does, how he devotes, then all are given. He doesn't earn anything through devotion or devotional service. Okay, it's like paying for what you want to have, paying for the taste of the holy name. And what value you pay, paying what price, what value? One's devotional love dedication, love service. If it's all given by Sri Guru or exalted Vaishnava or Supreme Lord even, the taste in the life of that disciple or the devotee, then the functionality of achieving it through devotional service is not so much into action. Developing that, receiving it through developing devotional connection and relationship, through devotional service, is not there because everything is easily given, taken for granted. Just as just as many things highly valuable in our life, okay, are just taken for granted. We take them in a simple way. We don't really understand its value. In the moment of crisis, we understand the value. For example, like our breath, our in-breathing, out-breathing, life breath. In scripture it is explained, different kinds of the air, different types of the pranic air existing in our body, keeping us alive. Breath, our in-breathing, continued in-breathing, breathing in and breathing out also represents our living, our life's existence. See, so breathing in, breathing out, so important, without which we cannot even live our life. But we just take it casually, we don't understand its value. Just to give you some example of how we take many things for granted, without understanding its real value, that I cannot live my life even for a few moments without this. But because they are all easily given, easily supplied to our life by nature of creation, okay, we easily get. We do other things, we give so much importance to other things, but not that. But at the moment of the necessity, those other things we give importance will be all less important, valueless. But this will be what so long we're ignoring, neglecting, will be more highly valuable, without which we cannot live our life. And back to, so just giving you some samples of examples of how we take things, very valuable things, taken for granted when it's easily available, easily given. That's also one of the reasons. You have to achieve the values of Krishna consciousness, achieve the taste of Krishna consciousness, taste of holy name of Krishna, or anything in connection with Krishna, through some of your conscious devotional endeavor, sadhana, devotional endeavor, service, relation. Not all are given ready-made. Then, that's the way it is set right. That's the way it is set. Like someone really understands the real value of being, millionaire, multimillionaire or billionaire, when they earn it from the state of poverty. It's hard-earned money. Okay? And when they become rich with that experience from the beginning, okay, earning money with so much, putting so much time, energy into that, the hard-earned money, then they really understand the value of the money. Suppose if somebody doesn't have to do it, just all given, become multimillionaire by being given, may not understand, actually doesn't realize the real value of how much it takes to earn that. Okay. A similar way.
Compris?
Pas tout.
Pas tout.
Un résumé.
Je vais faire un résumé. Donc, par rapport à ta première question, en fait, quand on dit que le gourou va te donner le goût, le Gurudev va te donner le goût pour le saint nom, c'est qu'il va t'encourager en fait dans ta sadhana, ta pratique avec un caractère dévotionnel bien harmonieux ou ajusté, etc. Il va t'encourager dans ce sens-là, parce que si ça t'était donné comme ça, un peu comme par magie, eh ben tu réaliserais pas la valeur de ça, et donc tu le prendrais comme quelque chose un peu de cheap. Et donc Maharaj a donné plusieurs exemples pour, comme par exemple l'air. Tu vois, l'air, c'est quelque chose d'hyper important. Mais parce que ça nous est donné très facilement, on s'en soucie même pas. Par contre, on va se soucier de plein d'autres choses qui finalement, si un jour il n'y a plus d'air, toutes ces autres choses, elles n'auront aucune valeur. Et là, on réalisera vraiment la valeur de l'air. Où il donne aussi l'exemple de l'argent, quelqu'un qui va devenir multimillionnaire vraiment, qui part de zéro, de la pauvreté, et petit à petit, il gagne cet argent-là, il va vraiment réaliser la valeur de l'argent. Alors que quelqu'un qui, l'argent, il lui arrive comme ça d'un coup, il ne saura pas qu'est-ce que c'est vraiment cette valeur. Donc de la même façon, si le goût pour le Saint-Nom, ça t'était donné comme ça, tu réaliserais pas vraiment la valeur. Donc le Gurudev, il va t'engager en fait dans le service d'amour, dans la sadhana, etc., jour après jour, pour que petit à petit, vraiment tu développes ce goût et que tu réalises vraiment qu'est-ce que c'est la valeur de ce goût.
Through the development of service relation, devotional service relation with the God, it can be taste can be achieved.
Donc à travers vraiment une relation d'amour et de service à Dieu, alors on peut obtenir ce goût.
Not like freely given.
C'est pas donné comme ça gratuitement.
Sometimes under emergency, sometimes it may happen due to causeless mercy, but that is exceptional cases.
Parfois
General and exceptional.
S'il y a une urgence, parfois il peut y avoir vraiment une bénédiction inconditionnelle qui tombe, mais c'est rare, généralement. Donc
Don't you worry, it will happen as long as one is having patience and with firm faith, trying after trying, continue to be endeavoring. With all sincerity, to have that higher taste of the Nam Bhajan of Krishna, or taste in the devotional services of Krishna. It will happen. One day it will come. They will not go in vain. They are not supposed to go in vain, provided we are very sincere. Lord registers all our sincere activity. Supreme Lord, the Absolute Mind, always registers his or her devotees, all sincere service activities, sincere endeavors to relate to him or her, to connect, to love him, offering love services to him. So, he registers everything. Some point, some reciprocation starts coming in mysterious, very mystical, mysterious ways. We may not be able to understand through calculative method how it will happen, which way. But it happens. It happens. So we are told, don't you worry, have firm faith, have full faith, full confidence in Supreme Lord's discretion, His kindness, kind justice, His great justice, and one day it will come, happen.
Il ne faut pas qu'on s'inquiète tant qu'on est patient et qu'on a une foi ferme dans notre pratique et dans notre service d'amour et de dévotion, alors ce ne sera jamais en vain, en fait. Ces actions, cet amour qu'on va donner dans notre pratique, elle est enregistrée, en fait, quelque part, et à un moment ou un autre, d'une façon très mystérieuse, très mystique, alors il va commencer à y avoir on dit réciprocation, ça se dit réciprocité. Il va y avoir vraiment quelque chose qui va se passer, un lien qui va se créer et qui va se développer comme ça.
You know, sometimes some devotees ask, oh, it's another language, Mahamantra is in another language, not in our language, foreign sound vibration. Okay, it gets it gets a bit boring. Something I am chanting, I don't understand the meaning. Another foreign sound gets a bit boring. So I don't find taste. So in this under some special situation, I advise those devotees. Okay, simply find out. You try to discover. Find out which way, what kind of chanting of the holy name doesn't feel boring to you. Do that. Sometimes if the Mahamantra, chanting Mahamantra is too long for you, you don't find taste. Just chant single names of Lord. Krishna, 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 Rama, 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 Rama. Insist. That's also chanting of the holy name. You should be finding some taste in that. Mahaprabhu also chanted like Krishna, 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 He. Krishna, 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 He. Krishna, 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 Rakshamam. Krishna, Keshava, Krishna, Keshava, Krishna, Keshava, Pahimam. Rama, Raghava, Rama, Raghava, Rama, Raghava, Rakshamam. Krishna, Keshava, Krishna, Keshava, Krishna, Keshava, Pahimam. So a devotee may also engage in chanting holy names of Krishna in brief form. Okay, short form, brief form. And sometimes it happens we find a special taste to be chanting the brief form of the names of Krishna, Radhika instead of long mantras. So if it happens that way, I feel more encouraged. We feel more inspired. Okay, more taste in chanting the single names like Krishna, Rama, Madhava, Raghava. It's very fine. Find some taste, alternative ways. That's also chanting holy name. Then come back to chanting Mahamantra again. But once we start understanding the meaning of the Mahamantra and it gets inscribed in us, in our consciousness, it becomes rooted in our consciousness, then it no more remains to be like foreign sound vibration. Okay, it becomes meaningful. Sometimes I even understand when I say, oh, Jesus Christ. It's not foreign. It's not any foreign word to me because I love Jesus Christ. I understand. Son of God, a Son of God, beautiful Son of God. So to me, the term Jesus Christ is not foreign, although it's in English. Okay, oh my God, oh Supreme God, because I understand English. My consciousness has been united. Some part of my consciousness have been unified with the English language. So it's no more like foreign language to me. I'm extending myself, I'm sharing myself through this language. So it is no more foreign language to me, meaningful. Similarly, through practices, Hare Krishna Mahamantra or the Sanskrit mantrams can also become like your own language through our feelings. Okay, it doesn't remain as like foreign language. But when it is related with meaningless way, then it becomes like kind of foreign sound vibration. It has to be meaningful through meditation. Like you learn other language. And when you learn first class, complete way, okay, relatively complete, then that language becomes meaningful to you. It's no more like dead language or some dead sound vibration. Living. So cultivation required.
Parfois, des dévots qui me disent tous ces mantras, le Mahamantra et d'autres mantras en sanskrit, c'est comme un langage différent. pour moi, qui est étranger, je ne trouve pas le goût. Et donc Maharaj il dit, parfois je les encourage à trouver leur propre façon déjà de chanter. Donc parfois il y en a qui trouvent le Mahamantra trop long. Donc par exemple ils vont chanter, ils vont choisir un nom ou deux noms et juste les répéter comme faisait aussi Mahaprabhu. Et c'est important. Et petit à petit avec la pratique en fait le Mahamantra. Et une fois qu'on retrouve l'inspiration en chantant un nom, comme ça, on va revenir au Mahamantra. Et petit à petit, quand la signification du Mahamantra va s'imprégner en nous, va prendre racine en nous, alors ce ne sera plus du tout quelque chose d'étranger. Un petit peu comme quand je dis « Oh, Seigneur Jésus-Christ, Fils de Dieu », même si ça paraît être pour Maharaj un langage étranger, mais parce que je me suis unifié avec ce langage, alors je ressens les émotions et j'aime Jésus-Christ, même si je vais le dire oh my God, par exemple en anglais, oh mon Dieu, parce que je me suis uni avec ce langage qui était, ce langage, il est plus étranger maintenant, et donc il est plus un langage qui est mort ou qui a aucun sens pour moi, mais il a plein de sens. Donc c'est pareil pour le Mahamantra. Petit à petit, il faut le s'unifier avec et il va devenir, on pourrait dire, nous donner tout son sens.
See, with all sincerity, with all the spirits of sincerity, we have to make a start somewhere through our sadhana. Like for example, like I'm staying fine. I have no feelings of necessity of giving me a message. Okay, because I'm not touching myself or starting to give me message, no necessity. But as soon as you start giving you message a little bit, then you feel so good about it. Then you feel more and more, I want this. It feels so good. It feels so nice. So good. Insisting, and you are breaking through by making a start with sincerity. Then you want to give yourself message so much. It feels so good. I really needed it. Or so long I did not do, so I thought I don't need it. But now I find the taste. Okay, making a start. In the higher transcendental yogic process, we have to make a start in a very positive way with all positive frame of mind, positive spirit of mind, with full belief in, full faith in, I must have taste in it. And with that, with such faith, loving faith, when you start chanting Rama, 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 Ram, 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 Krishna, 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 Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. You cannot but find some taste at some point. You have to believe in, I am going to find taste. Believe in, and that belief will be transformed into reality of giving you some taste. It's not coming from imagination. It's actually happening. Okay? Like, you don't need any message. As soon as you start giving you message, many ways, you feel like, oh, I need more. It's not your just imaginary belief. Actually, your necessity, that necessity of taking more message is waking up now, which was sleeping. Because it was sleeping, so you are not feeling need, no taste for that. As soon as you wake it up, through insisting, through certain wanting, okay, then it is there. You find so much taste, feel so much taste by giving you a message.
Et c'est important aussi de commencer faut commencer à un moment ou à un autre, faire une percée, on pourrait dire. Et donc Maharaj, il explique, c'est un petit peu comme là, ok, je me sens bien, mais si je commence à me masser un petit peu, je m'aperçois, ah oui, ça fait du bien. Et puis, plus je me masse, plus j'ai du goût pour le massage, parce que j'éveille en fait ce besoin que j'avais ignoré, on pourrait dire. Et donc c'est un petit peu pareil avec la vie spirituelle. C'est important avec une foi ferme, de commencer notre vie spirituelle avec la foi ferme que je vais trouver du goût. Et si on le fait vraiment avec cette foi ferme que je vais trouver du goût, et donc avec enthousiasme, j'insiste, un petit peu comme le massage, alors je vais m'apercevoir que j'avais ignoré finalement tout le bienfait du chant des saints noms et ce goût-là, donc j'avais l'impression que j'en avais pas besoin, mais le fait de commencer à un moment de me dire allez, cette fois j'y vais, et avec la foi ferme que je vais trouver du goût, alors c'est impossible, Maharaj dit, ce sera impossible de ne pas trouver le goût en faisant ça, en ayant vraiment cette croyance, et ça vient pas de l'imagination, même si on pourrait dire je crois que je vais faire ça et je vais trouver du goût, le goût il vient réellement, mais il faut vraiment avoir la foi, il ne faut pas simplement chanter comme ça de façon automatique ou mécanique, il faut vraiment y aller avec foi, et de cette façon-là le goût il ne peut pas ne pas se manifester.
See, there are realistic ways, realistic process of spiritual motivations, making oneself more spiritually motivated. In other words, there are realistic processes, naturally realistic processes to have self-motivation. Spiritually making oneself motivated. In other words, making spiritually self-motivated. Okay, I repeat, this truthful process which are working, truthful process, realistic process of making oneself spiritually motivated, divinely motivated. It is quite possible. It's a part of the essential sadhana. Essential part of the sadhana. Therefore, meditation is also given so much importance in the high-class yogic life. Higher yoga, the cultivation through meditation, loving focus. How to say, like some tastefully focusing. Then that helps the candidate to discover more taste from within.
Donc il y a des processus qui existent, qui sont des processus réalistes, qui sont là, qui nous sont donnés pour développer la motivation spirituelle. Donc c'est des processus qui sont là, il appelle ça les processus réalistes, Maharaj, pour développer cette pas le goût,
c'est quoi l'anglais? Le mot en anglais?
La motivation spirituelle. Et donc Maharaj il prend l'exemple c'est pour ça par exemple qu'il y a la méditation qui est là, la méditation yogique qui est donnée dans notre sadhana, et à travers cette concentration amoureuse, alors il est possible d'en extraire justement un goût. Donc il y a des processus de sadhana qui sont donnés pour vraiment augmenter notre motivation spirituelle.
I give you some simple examples. The other day I was just traveling by car with a devotee. He was playing some very beautiful bhajana, love songs, devotional songs for Krishna. Very beautiful, wonderful. So I appreciated some of the devotees in the world of devotional songs have published some very sweet, wonderful, beautiful recordings of the Krishna Bhajana, studio recordings. And as soon as you play those bhajana songs, attractive. It's all done in a very nice way, beautiful way. And it is understood, though some of those devotees who are playing those bhajanas, not just doing mechanically, they are also putting their heart, putting their emotion and heart while singing those songs with the help of other musical instruments decorated with other musical instruments. And those devotional songs are very attractive. Even any Kurmi people hearing, they will also feel attracted by the melody, by the very sweet melodies. Then what to speak more of while someone goes into it? When someone actually enters into the mood of the song, meaning and mood of the song, alongside tasting the musical sweetness, melodies, then that will be more tasteful. So, please listen. Listen to those beautiful devotional songs which are just naturally attractive, so tasteful. And I have found some devotees are playing those songs again and again while driving, while doing these things, and they feel some taste from that. Just giving some example. We have to apply for that.
Donc un exemple, par exemple, c'est j'étais avec un dévot, on voyageait en voiture et il jouait sur son autoradio des bhajans, des chansons d'amour pour Krishna, très très bien, très très joli, avec une très belle mélodie, fait en studio, mais où aussi les personnes qui chantaient, les dévots, mettaient vraiment tout leur cœur, c'était pas simplement quelque chose de mécanique. Et n'importe qui, même quelqu'un qui ne serait pas dans une voie spirituelle, serait un petit peu fasciné ou attiré par ces chants. Donc que dire de quelqu'un qui a un désir de s'élever spirituellement? Ces chants-là peuvent vraiment nous aider à nous motiver, à nous développer notre goût pour les saints noms. Donc il y a des dévots, chaque fois qu'ils prennent leur voiture, ils mettent ces chants-là, ils les écoutent encore et encore, et je vois qu'ils sont vraiment, ça leur donne de l'enthousiasme dans leur pratique spirituelle.
So there we see another simple example. I'm just speaking from my own experience in the musical field. See, I found some naughty, brisk children. Okay. So, because they are so busy, occupied with playful mood, doesn't want to listen to music. But it so happened, see, in the internet these days, very beautiful flute song available. Krishna's flute song, if you type. If you just simply browse in the internet, typing Krishna's flute songs, very nice, sweet pieces of flute songs appear. And they're truly attractive, some of them truly attractive. So, a playful child wants to go out and play. Listening to that, but in the beginning, a child cannot relate to it, although it's so sweet. Okay, I have seen parents telling, "Hey, listen, so sweet flute song, listen. Oh, I have no time, I have to go play. Listen. Then he listens. See how it's starting. Oh, so nice. Then running around, going to play. Then again, same child, at some other point, parents are making him listen, Krishna's flute song. Yes, listening. Then going away for playing. Then what is happening at some point, child is developing some sort of affinity, attraction towards listening that flute song. Now it's developing the taste. That. And it's starting liking it. One day that same child becomes so attracted, it itself is starting the flute song of Krishna. It wants to hear. In the beginning, see, one of the simple examples. In the beginning, the same child didn't want to listen to. He didn't feel so attracted to the flute song. Oh, flute song, nice music, but I have more interested in playing. But gradually, the same child has developed some affinity, attraction. He really started liking. Now he really started liking the flute song. Now, at some point, same child asking parents, I want to listen to the flute song. Play that. Play. Oh, I love it. Okay. Same child now developed taste to listen to that flute music. Loves it. Okay. And he himself wants to put on the TV and putting on and the children of this modern age, they know everything. Internet and all. Starting and dancing, listening. Taste awakened. Something which he could not connect. He could not really connect to in the first place with the world of the taste of that flute song. Okay, that attraction, he didn't feel any taste. But because of insistence, some repetitions, and having some attention towards that, now the same child likes that, loves that flute song. It wants to listen more and more. He himself is operating. Okay, himself is switching on the TV and putting that flute song, okay, and listening and enjoying. How it happens? Everything has a starting point. Another example I can give, like intoxication. Although it appears to be a negative example, but I am using it now in a positive sense way. Like for example, when the British people wanted the Indians to be addicted to tea, English tea. So what they did, because many of the Indian people in the beginning did not know how to taste the tea. No connection, no relation, no idea about drinking tea. So the British people thought how to market the tea. India is very big market. India has got a vast market. So how to be marketing the tea? So before marketing the tea, so they took up a marketing policy. Okay. Took up a great marketing policy, and that was just freely distributing the tea, making the tea, going to the people approaching, just drink it, just taste it. In the beginning people think, how taste it is. It tastes a little bit weird, awkward, okay, but taste it. Freely distributing the teas, English Lipton tea, English tea, and freely distributing, and started making the people, encouraging the people to drink it, taste it, free. Then what happened at some point, people started loving it, the tea. And then at that time they started really marketing the tea. And the tea is now world famous. And the taste of the tea, because there's certain type of intoxication there. Okay. So, whether tea or coffee, coffee in the beginning doesn't taste good, bit bitter and all. But once one knows how to be addicted to it, once one is addicted to it, attracted, loves to drink coffee. Something one didn't feel much taste in the beginning. Now developing taste. Already developed taste for tea and coffee. Okay? But in the beginning, no idea, no taste. How it happens. So, although it's a negative example, intoxication, but I am using in a positive way. Similarly, as we go for it, as we make ourselves positively motivated to open the door of the taste of some spiritual experience, it happens. One it happens. In other words, when we consciously make ourselves self-motivated to find, to relate, to connect to certain tastes, some special taste of the higher divine world, taste of Krishna, different aspects of the divinity. Although in the beginning it doesn't happen, but as you keep on insisting, to enter into that world, to relate to it, at some point like coffee and tea or other stuffs, taste begins. We love that. And we have seen many people, they cannot live their life without those, tea or coffee, they must have. Although that's negative example, but I am using it in a positive way. There's also ambrosial intoxication in the spiritual world. Intoxicating, but it's ambrosially intoxicating. Very positively, beautifully intoxicating. I'm saying in that sense. Taste comes. It has to be discovered through our sincere motivations. It works. That's how the great lives worked in their life. Why we cannot do? If the great lives could do that, receive success, attain success in their lives of sadhana, why we cannot do it? We can also do it because they also achieve success in a realistic way. No imagination. Although in the beginning imaginarily belief and everything, imaginarily belief and faith involved in, but then it was all turned into realistic belief, realistic faith, and it brought realistic result. So following in their footsteps, we can also achieve same success, if not same, similar quality. It is quite possible. I just give you simple examples. Another simple example, Srila Swami Prabhupada Ji Maharaj gave. Delicious prasad. He introduced giving delicious prasad to the people. By the delicious taste, they will be attracted to Krishna. It worked. It worked. Many came attracted by the deliciousness. Many joined Krishna consciousness simply attracted by delicious prasad, vegetarian prasad, by the deliciousness. Then they developed more respect for the prasadam, Krishna prasadam, understanding that deliciousness, the taste in the prasad also Krishna, none other than energy of Krishna in the form of deliciousness. All kinds of nutritions, life-giving energy in the food, also Krishna in the energy form. Explain.
Donc pour 2-3 exemples. Premier exemple, c'est si tu vas sur Internet, tu tapes la flûte de Krishna, il y a des très belles, très beaux ragas de flûte, très, très attirants pour l'oreille. Mais un petit enfant qui pense qu'à jouer, il ne va pas arriver à relationner avec le son de la flûte. Lui, il veut juste aller jouer, etc. Mais si les parents, ils insistent un petit peu, juste écoute un tout petit peu la flûte de Krishna, alors l'enfant, il va dire ok, il va écouter pendant quelques secondes et hop, il va partir jouer. Puis après le lendemain, écoute encore la flûte de Krishna. Et comme ça, tous les jours, et au bout d'un moment, en fait, la flûte de Krishna, elle va s'imprégner en lui, et il va commencer à développer du goût, et un jour, ce sera lui qui demandera à ses parents, mais la flûte ou même lui-même ira mettre la flûte de Krishna, parce qu'il voudra écouter cette jolie mélodie. Donc on peut voir que de ce même enfant qui au début pensait qu'à jouer, et c'était impossible qu'il relationne avec cette mélodie, petit à petit, il sait, parce qu'il y a eu un point de départ, et maintenant il est vraiment complètement captivé par ce son spirituel. Donc c'est un petit peu comme notre mental. Au début, on chante, le mental il part ici et là, mais si on le force un petit peu, écoute un mantra, et après il s'en va, réécoute un mantra, et au bout d'un moment, le mental il va, comme le petit enfant, devenir captivé par le son des noms divins. Deuxième exemple, Maharaj il dit c'est un exemple négatif, mais qu'on va utiliser dans le sens positif, c'est l'intoxicant. Il prenait l'exemple des Anglais qui ont voulu introduire le thé en Inde parce que c'était un immense marché. Donc au début, ils ont distribué gratuitement du thé et encouragé les gens, buvez du thé, c'est incroyable, etc. Et au début, ils buvaient, waouh, c'est vraiment pas bon. Le thé ou le café, quoi, c'est hyper amer, mais parce que dedans, il y a une sorte de petit intoxicant qu'on ne perçoit pas au départ. Ils étaient encouragés et au bout d'un moment, ils ont aimé ça et ça a développé un grand marché du thé ou du café. Mais donc c'est un exemple négatif, mais qu'on peut comprendre positivement, c'est que si on se force à quelque chose, même si apparemment ça n'a pas de goût, au bout d'un moment, si on a vraiment la foi que oui c'est vraiment quelque chose de bien, alors même des choses qui sont comme le café qui sont hyper amères, il y a des gens ils peuvent plus vivre sans le café. Donc c'est pareil pour les noms divins, si vraiment on insiste et on a vraiment cette foi ferme que oui, c'est vraiment quelque chose qui peut combler mon cœur complètement. Et ça, c'est le processus. On va insister petit à petit. Et à un moment ou à un autre, Krishna il va répondre à notre appel et il y a une relation qui va se développer et ça deviendra complètement naturel au point de ne plus pouvoir vivre sans ça, en fait. Et le prashad. Et le dernier exemple, c'est Swami Bhakti Nandan Prabhupada qui est arrivé aux États-Unis. Il s'est dit mais comment je vais pouvoir partager ce goût de Krishna aux gens, et il l'a distribué à travers le prashad qui est la nourriture sanctifiée végétarienne qui était délicieuse. Et au début les gens ils s'intéressaient pas spécialement au reste, et ils venaient vraiment pour le prashad, et le prashad étant non différent de Krishna, ils ont goûté Krishna à travers le prashad, et petit à petit ils ont découvert ce qu'il y avait au-delà du prashad, qui est la conscience de Krishna. Donc à travers, il y a différentes... faut qu'on trouve la façon pour nous d'engager notre mental dans l'écoute des saints d'une façon ou d'une autre.
See, people didn't find much taste for the vegan culture, vegan way of dieting. In the beginning, they felt, how can we live? How can we live our life without the taste of meat and other things? They're so tasty. But still see, our Guru Varga, especially Sri Swami Prabhupada Ji Maharaj, planted the seeds and started that movement of the principle of non-violence, caring, loving and caring of all the animals. And he widely introduced the principle of non-violence and caring for the animals. And besides introducing the delicious vegetarian diet, okay. So in the beginning, nobody thought that the veganism will come up in this prominent way as we find today, okay, on principle. Because in those days also, people had noble conscience, they had noble thought or kindness, but they still could not be vegan. Like we see today, the vegan movement, see. But something which looked like almost impossible, something which looked like it won't be working out, okay, next to impossible, like vegan movement and all. But the Swami Prabhupada ji, on behalf of the Guru Varga, okay, following the system, flow of Mahaprabhu's benevolence, principle of non-violence, kindness, nobility, okay, kind care for all the animals, even jive daya. So once he began to introduce and starting and planting, he started to plant the seeds of the non-violence and veganism. See, although in the beginning it did not look like that vegan ways can be very successful, but it worked. The planted seeds sprouted. It worked. Today, it is working so successfully. People understand. They already developed taste for vegetarian diets. Also, based on noble human principles of nobility, kindness, kind care towards all the animals, they have been able to become totally vegan and enjoying this. Still they are living happy life without meat taste, without the taste of meat and other stuffs. Okay. But they are still living their life very happily with the satisfaction, great satisfaction that they are actually following a noble human, high-class noble human principle, okay, that of non-violence, that of caring for other animals, principle of kindness. So they have got taste of the principle of kindness in their heart, which has inspired them to become strictly vegan, remain strictly vegan. At the same time, they have also explored many vegan diets, very tasty, substitute to meat taste and all this. If not substitute, but they can go on with the very tasty vegan meal without meat taste and all. It is working today, which look like it will never work really like that. Okay, in the beginning, but it's working so fine today. So many people are happily vegan. They went vegan. Taste came. See how the taste unfolded, discovered, and realistically happening, manifesting in the life.
Donc on peut voir de nos jours le mouvement vegan qui est planétaire et immense. Mais dans les années 60, quand Sri Bhakti Nandan Swami Prabhupada est arrivé, donc ça aurait été inconcevable de penser que ça allait marcher. Et il est arrivé, il a planté la graine de la non-violence, des principes de noblesse humaine pour toutes les entités vivantes, les animaux, etc. Et petit à petit, en fait, parce que le goût est venu pour les gens, le goût de vivre de façon non violente, d'aimer toutes les créatures, etc., fait que ce mouvement, en fait, il est passé par le végétarisme, puis le véganisme, et une chose qu'on n'aurait jamais pu imaginer dans les années 60. Les gens, pour eux, c'était impossible de ne pas manger de viande ou pas manger de poisson, de produits laitiers, etc. On peut voir que maintenant, c'est devenu complètement naturel parce que il y a vraiment cette satisfaction intérieure qui s'est manifestée de la non-violence, etc. On peut voir de quelque chose qui paraît à un point impossible si on a la foi, et comme Bhakti Nandan Swami Prabhupada, avec le soutien de toute sa lignée spirituelle, il a planté cette graine à un moment où ça paraissait complètement impossible, et on peut voir maintenant que comme cette non-violence et cette douceur de cœur, elle s'est répandue et elle a pris un essor incroyable.
See, the same people, many of those same people who thought they could not live their life without taste of meat, non-veg taste. Now, after going vegan, the same people turned just other way around, and other teaching the others, meat eaters and all. It's not good. Abstain from it. Okay, it's not good. It's not natural human diet. Eating meat is not natural human food. On the other hand, okay, you are being deprived of having the satisfaction, great taste of satisfaction of becoming a noble human being, a man of nobility, caring, so kind to all the animals. You are missing that satisfaction, heart satisfaction of becoming a real noble human being. Okay, kind, compassionate human being. So they are now preaching to those same non-vegetarian, how to say, non-vegetarian people. They had so much change in their life. Okay, they turned other way around. Same people, they could not feel the same way when they were not vegan. After developing the taste for veganism, became established in that, not only they are believing in, they are practicing in life, they develop so much taste for that, higher taste, and now they are trying to inspire others, non-veg eaters, other non-vegetarian, non-veg people. Don't do that. It's not good. Become like us. Okay? You can very happily, beautifully live a vegan life. You can live a life being totally with being a vegan, happily, nicely. Look at us. We are living our life very happily and beautifully with satisfaction. We are satisfied people. They are preaching for it. So nice to see that. Taste developed. From no taste, now they have got taste.
Donc on peut voir ces mêmes personnes qui ne pouvaient pas passer un repas sans manger de la viande, qui sont devenus véganes, qui ont vraiment développé un goût pour cette satisfaction intérieure d'aimer les animaux, de ne pas créer de violence autour d'eux, etc. etc. Ces mêmes personnes-là, en fait, ils vont essayer, parce qu'ils vivent ça concrètement, c'est quelque chose de très réel pour eux, ils vont inspirer et encourager d'autres personnes d'arrêter de manger de la viande en leur expliquant déjà que c'est pas la nature, c'est pas la diète naturelle d'un être humain, et surtout de leur partager le fait que en mangeant de la viande, en fait, ils ratent quelque part le fait d'expérimenter cette paix du cœur qui vient du fait de ne pas créer de violence inutile pour les animaux, d'aimer les animaux, etc. Et donc ces mêmes personnes-là qui ne pouvaient pas passer un repas sans manger de viande, ils deviennent un petit peu des prophètes, on pourrait dire, du véganisme en essayant d'encourager les gens à avoir un style de vie non violent et de goûter cette noblesse de cœur de prendre soin de toute la création.
I can give more examples. I don't want to continue more now. See, I can give you more examples like how from the level of no taste coming. Okay, these are just some of the examples.
Donc il y a encore beaucoup d'exemples, mais on ne va pas continuer à développer, mais c'est simplement pour essayer de faire comprendre qu'il y a vraiment des façons d'aller d'un niveau de aucun goût à du goût. Okay. Dans toutes ces différentes sphères d'existence, et donc spirituellement c'est possible d'aller de pas de goût pour les saints noms à du goût.
So therefore we should all be optimistic, remain divinely optimistic.
Donc on devrait tous être divinement optimistes.
Rien que de l'avoir écouté, j'ai envie de réciter.
So he said, just by listening this, now I feel like I want to chant.
My question is sometimes certain people they act in a way that myself I can feel in me there is a part that want to go into negative emotion, that wants to go in anger or sadness, and there is a part of me that's saying okay, just don't go in this because you know it's not their fault and it's not your fault. But still, I can feel like I lose my balance, and I wonder. In a way, I feel like, I should not see them, but sometimes it's not possible because sometimes it's also my family, and also sometimes I feel maybe because this is pointing something in me, maybe for also one reason. I don't know if I am clear, but yes, this is something in my life that sometimes, I can feel like. Yes, in relationship, I don't. Yeah, I think you understand.
I understand. I totally understand the nature of your question. Anyway, I can just answer to this in brief. One of the most effective ways of avoiding, ignoring your helpless going into the negative emotions, helpless kind of influence, okay, like you are being compelled, you are compelled to be into your negative emotions, although you don't want to be. So one of the very effective ways to do away with such thing, so that you don't fall prey to your negative emotions, is that choosing the higher association, choosing the very positive type of environment and association in your life, okay, so that your life also influenced more in a positive way. To be staying with your positive aspects of life, positive emotions, positive ideals, and that you are not helplessly influenced to go into negative emotions. Okay. So one of the best ways is to accept that kind of, to keep yourself, to be living with high class environment and association in the mode of goodness, higher positive feelings and positive, positive temperament, positive feelings, everything very positive and happy, beautiful. As long as you can keep yourselves associated with that, in other words, as long as the more you can be living your life in the positivity, with all the positive environment and positive association, your notion, your tendency to be helplessly falling prey to your negative emotions will be subsided. Okay, it works. Because the environment we live in, the kind of association we take in our life has got immense influence in our life. It actually designs our life, which way our life will be. Okay. So therefore, even the greatly realized persons, realized devotees, saints, have laid so much stress on having good association as much as possible. Positive, saintly, okay, divine association as much as possible, or divinely. Okay. So, positive, beautiful, high-class, divinely association and environment, then it will also influence your life in the same way. Beautiful, okay, beautiful way, very happy, beautiful, positive way. Okay, because we the human beings, not only human, also others, especially human beings, always absorb the influence from the environment we live in, the association we live with. So that's one of the best ways. Choose right association, right environment. Better best environment, best association as much as possible. It will be greatly helpful. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Je vais poser une question.
Okay. Then.
আমি ভগবদ্গীতা সম্বন্ধে একটা প্রশ্ন করতে
বাংলায়
চাইছি।
কেন বলছো? Speak in English. So that others can also understand about your question.
I want to ask you just one question. Sanskrit is very difficult language. When I'm going to learn Gita, and my mother also, sometimes we're going to be given some mistake. I can't. I don't have good pronunciation to learn the Gita Sanskrit language. It is how can we?
Don't you worry. See, in the primary stage of all of our learnings, we all make mistakes.
Yeah.
Okay? We cannot begin everything in a very right way from the very beginning. In the very basic stage, in the beginning of our learning, we all make mistakes, but still, we need to remain conscious about making mistakes and need to rectify, correct those mistakes and go on. But we should not stop learning, should not feel discouraged because we are making some mistakes. Through making mistakes, we will be proceeding forward to this stage. I repeat, while we are making mistakes, through the process of making some mistakes, we'll be progressing towards a stage of not making mistake, rectifying, correcting our mistakes, and at some point we'll be achieving a level of not making any mistakes. Then you can find yourself, now you are pronouncing Sanskrit language in a more correct, right manner. Okay. So don't be discouraged or disappointed because you cannot pronounce Sanskrit or cannot utter Sanskrit in a proper way in the beginning. So while you are pronouncing the verses of Bhagavad Gita, you cannot do it in a very correct way with correct pronunciation. Don't worry, but try to do it correctly as much as possible. Try to pronounce each and every verse of Bhagavad Gita as correct as possible for you. That way, avoiding mistake. At one point you will find yourself chanting the verses of Bhagavad Gita in a very correct way. Okay? So learning through rectifications is there. So don't worry.
If I learn same thing in Bengali, it's same thing. It's not a problem to translate.
If you learn
In Bengali.
The translation
Yeah,
of Bhagavad
translation.
Gita in Bengali or...
if you want to read, if you continue reading the translation of Bhagavad Gita in Bengali language instead of Sanskrit, no problem, because imbibing the essence, imbibing the inner substance, essence of all the instructions of Bhagavad Gita is more important. Okay, accepting, embracing the essence of Bhagavad Gita. Okay, is more important rather than a particular language through which you are relating. So irrespective of any language, irrespective of, or regardless of any particular language, okay, you can relate to Bhagavad Gita. So when you can relate to, connect to the world of inner wisdom of Bhagavad Gita, the nectarian truth of Bhagavad Gita, the essence of the Bhagavad Gita, okay, in any language, through Bengali or any other language other than Sanskrit, is fine also. That's quite okay. Okay?
Thank you.